Hey everyone! Ever wondered why white mice are so commonly used in science labs? I mean, you've probably seen them in documentaries, movies and textbooks. Tiny white mice with pink eyes scurrying around in cages. But why mice? And more specifically, why white mice? Well, today we're diving deep into the fascinating reasons behind one of the most iconic images in science, the lab mouse. Let's start with the basics. Mice and humans may look nothing alike, but on a genetic level they're surprisingly close. In fact, scientists estimate that 95 to 98% of our genes are shared with mice. That's right, nearly all the genes that cause diseases in humans also exist in some form in mice. This makes them ideal models for studying human diseases like cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and many others. By experimenting on mice, researchers can learn how diseases develop, how our genes work, and even test potential treatments before they ever reach human trials. But there's more. Mice are not just genetically similar to us. They're also easy to genetically modify. Thanks to powerful tools like CRISPR and other gene editing techniques, scientists can tweak a mouse's DNA to mimic specific human conditions. This gives birth to what are known as knockout mice, mice with certain genes turned off, or humanized mice, which carry human cells or tissues. This allows scientists to study what happens when certain genes go missing or misbehave, and test how drugs affect those conditions in real time. Another reason mice are used so much is their short lifespan and quick reproduction rate. A mouse lives for about 2 years and can start reproducing just weeks after birth. Why does this matter? Because it means scientists can observe the effects of aging, disease progression, or inherited traits across multiple generations, all within a relatively short time. It's like hitting the fast-forward button on biology. Mice are also small, cheap, and easy to care for. They don't need much space, they eat very little, and they're easy to handle. This makes them cost-effective. Labs can house hundreds of mice in controlled environments without breaking the bank. Plus, their small size means large-scale experiments can be run more efficiently. Now here's something cool. Over the years, scientists have bred standardized strains of mice for specific research purposes. There are mice bred to be more anxious, more social, more prone to certain diseases, you name it. One popular strain is the bulb C mouse, which happens to be albino, yes, that iconic white mouse with pink eyes. Because these mice are often genetically identical, researchers get consistent results across different experiments. This consistency is crucial for reliable and reproducible science. So, why the white color? White, or albino mice, were among the first to be bred in labs over a century ago. Their lack of pigment isn't just aesthetic, it makes them easier to observe physically. Things like skin reactions, tumors, or swelling are more visible on white fur. Also, albino mice tend to be docile and easy to handle, making them ideal for lab environments. Over time, they simply became the standard. And that's why today, when we picture lab animals, it's usually the classic white mouse. Of course, using animals in research raises ethical questions. That's why there are strict rules and guidelines in place. Scientists follow what's called the 3 R's principle: replacement, reduction, and refinement. Replace animals with alternatives where possible, reduce the number of animals used, refine procedures to minimize pain or distress. Ethical review boards and international laws help ensure that animal welfare is prioritized, even in the pursuit of life-saving discoveries. So to recap, mice are genetically close to humans. They're easy to modify and reproduce quickly. They're affordable, small, and easy to care for. Scientists have access to standardized mouse strains. Albino mice are practical, visible, and historically well established. Put all of that together and you've got the perfect scientific test subject, the white lab mouse. And that's the story behind why white mice have become science's tiny superheroes. If you found this explainer helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more science breakdowns, and let me know in the comments. Would you be okay with scientists using mice in research if it helped cure a deadly disease? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.